Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that college football game between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Kentucky Wildcats. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Couldn't be doing better on this Friday, Dax. Just a day away from the most exciting slate of the 2014 college football season. A lot of premier SEC matchups, but this one shouldn't be overlooked.
Man, and it hasn't been easy for the Gamecocks. I mean, they've already lost 2 of their last 5 games this season due to the fact that they kind of have the toughest schedule in the country to this point. But I know that they don't give in easily. Now, could you actually see them bounce back against the Wildcats this Saturday?
The 5th most difficult schedule to this point of the season. Of course, the Gamecocks got bounced hard in their home game, season opener at home against the Texas A&M Aggies. They bounced back by winning games against East Carolina, Georgia, and Vanderbilt, and then let one slip away at home against the Missouri Tigers. Could not believe that the Gamecocks lost that game. But they do have an opportunity to bounce back, Dax, because Steve Spurrier, the longtime head coach, of course, started his career at Duke, then to Florida, and then now 10th year at South Carolina. He is 20-1 straight up in his career against Kentucky.
All right, my man, but what about the fact that the Wildcats, they've pretty much won their first Southeastern Conference game since 2011. Now, I mean, could that actually help them coming into this match? Or do you expect them to actually be expect this to be a letdown for them?
I'm not expecting this to be a letdown because Mark Stoops is he's too young in his career as the head coach in Lexington. Of course, in his second year after being the defensive coordinator at Florida State, and he's put together 2 really good recruiting classes, and those players have played a lot of football for him in the early going. So I'm not expecting a letdown for Kentucky, but like I said, Spurrier's numbers against Kentucky in this series are really hard to fade.
All right, my man. Now, here's a trend that I found a little bit interesting, and I think that it could actually benefit bettors. But, of course, correct me if I'm wrong here. Now, in the last 7 consecutive meetings between these 2 teams, the over has been pretty much a true moneymaker. Now, do you think that that particular trend could give us an edge here, Jeff?
The betting public is certainly going in that direction, Dax. The latest numbers that I've found, the total opened up at 52.5 on Sunday afternoon, has now officially risen to 56.5 in the market due to over 70% of the action coming in on the over. This is the highest total in this series since 2007, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring affair than what the public is thinking, mainly because due to the fact that South Carolina has already lost 2 games. They haven't gotten the running game going as much as Steve Spurrier likes. I think he's going to get back to that philosophy of play calling and really running Mike Davis. And I expect South Carolina to have at least 50 rushing attempts in this contest. What that does is it slows down the pace of play because Kentucky is a more high-tempo offense this season, and South Carolina is going to want to keep that unit off the field. So I'm expecting a lower scoring affair in Lexington on Saturday.
So should that actually mean that we should take the under in this case?
Definitely going to go with the under here. Spurrier also mentioned in his press conference earlier in the week that he thought his defense, despite last week's loss against Missouri, played its best game. The defense played its best game since he's been in Columbia, and that's been a 10-year span. So I'm expecting the Gamecocks to carry that over. They may bounce back from that loss against Missouri, but I'm going to take the chance on this one going under the total.
All right, good stuff, my man. As always, it's a pleasure talking football or any sport, whatever, with you, man, and I hope to do it again this Monday.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.